everybody. I'm Ish.
I'm Bree.
And
this is Chat MBTea,
where we talk about life and shoot the shit.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's Thursday for you. It's Saturday for us. It's raining. It's hot.
It's gross.
It's so gross outside.
It's disgusting.
But at least the weather is getting warmer. We are in June, and it's been cold.
Yes, but I only enjoy the hot weather when I'm sitting on a beach.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it can respectfully fuck off.
Yeah, I feel that way about the cold. If there's no reason for it to be cold if it's not going to snow.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's new with you?
You took the question out of my mouth.
Do you want it back?
Nothing really. I don't feel like anything too crazy's happened. I got my hair done, so I'm back to being dark, which is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I do the same shit every day, so how about you?
Well, it's Gia Bia's birthday today. Our girl is 6, which is wild.
Happy birthday, babe.
She looks a little rough, but she's getting groomed today. She also has an ear infection.
Oh.
So that's not fun. But yeah, that's exciting. I went to Canada this week for a few days. I had a very unfortunate death in the family. So we got back late last night. It was good to see everybody. Just sucks what the circumstances were,
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's, I think that's it. It's pretty much it.
I see. So what are we talking about today?
We're doing something so exciting. I'm so excited. We took a personality test and we are going to be talking about our results.
Yes. Do you want to go first? Do you want to go second? So, okay, hold. If you thought this is going to be a regular, calm, you're wrong, okay? It's us. So
Accurate.
We feel so called out right now that I'm a little uncomfortable.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge.
Why do you know me so well?
We took the test on 16personalities.com. There's only so much information that we got because you didn't pay for all of the
No, but if you keep scrolling, you get more.
Yeah, but then there's career ideas, work styles.
No, but keep scrolling, there's more.
Oh my God, there's more.
There's so much.
Oh wow, I didn't even. Okay, you know what? Here we go. All right, let's just get into it.
We didn't. So typically we'll BS before we start recording, but we were you know what? We're not saying anything. So we're going to be hearing this for the first time together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my personality type is a mediator, an INFPT.
I don't know what those letters mean.
I don't either.
Okay.
Yours?
Okay. My personality type is advocate.
Okay.
And the letters are INFJ-T. Yeah, don't know what that means. But Tell us a little bit about yours. What does it say?
As an INFP mediator, you possess a rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience makes you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you. You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships. Your creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovative solutions to complex problems. However, this same creativity can sometimes lead you to become lost in daydreams, making it challenging to navigate the more practical aspects of life. You have a profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deep, almost intuitive level.
Wait, the daydreaming got me. The daydream. Just send me that. Because that's so out of everything I said, yep. Oh man, okay. Oh, do you want me to?
I want you to read yours. Let's
Okay.
hear it.
As an INFJ advocate, you possess a unique combination of idealism and insight that sets you apart in today's world. Oh, wow.
Look at you.
I didn't even read that before. Your rich inner life is characterized by complex emotions, vivid imagination, incorrect, and a deep well of empathy that allows you to connect with others on a profound level. It's awfully similar to you. You have an unwavering commitment to your principles and an intense desire to make a positive impact on the world around you. Your natural ability to understand and interpret the feelings and motivations of others is both a gift and a challenge. I feel very called out. While it enables you to form deep, meaningful connections and offer invaluable support to those around you, it can also leave you feeling overwhelmed by the emotions and needs of others. You often find yourself torn between your desire to help and your need for privacy and solitude. Oh shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna get worse.
Keep going.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it. Awesome. Okay.
So it gives you personality traits. So we're gonna go through and give our percentages for each.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the first one. So I'm 72% introverted.
I'm 78% introverted.
Meaning we prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. If you like hover over it, it like gives you like an explanation.
Oh, I don't have a hover, so.
Oh, okay. I'll read those.
Okay.
Next.
I'm 61% intuitive as opposed to observant.
I'm 78% intuitive.
Damn.
You likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Next.
I am 66% feeling as opposed to thinking.
I'm 68% feeling.
Oh my God.
Why are we like this?
Why are we like this?
So we value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious on this one for you.
I am 81% judging.
Really?
Yeah. As opposed to prospecting.
I'm 51% prospecting.
Really?
Yes. Very adaptable, easygoing, flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability.
See, this is where we differ.
Right.
Mine says you're likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity.
Mm-hmm.
That totally checks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Identity. I am 96% turbulent, which means you're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve.
I'm 86% turbulent.
I don't know what to say.
So, okay. So the little explanation underneath pretty much says, for me at least, your introspective nature drives you to continually explore your own thoughts, feelings, and values. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth, but it could also lead to excessive self-criticism. You're highly attuned to criticism from others as well, which can sometimes leave you feeling vulnerable or misunderstood. I'm crying. Despite these challenges, your unwavering commitment to your ideals and your ability to see the best in others makes you a powerful force for good in the world. I always thought it was villain. This is very odd. Whatever. Your journey is one of balancing your rich inner life with the demands of the external world.
Oh my God.
Always striving to bring more beauty, kindness, and authenticity into your life and the lives of those around you.
Okay.
Go ahead. Come on. Let's hear it. Jesus Christ.
Your perfectionist tendencies
Starting strong.
drive you to constantly improve yourself and the world around you. This relentless pursuit of growth and meaning can be both exhilarating and exhausting. You have a knack for seeing potential and possibilities where others might not, but you may struggle to bring your visionary ideas into reality due to self-doubt or fear of criticism. You possess a rare combination of creativity and analytical ability. Your intuitive understanding of complex systems and human nature allows you to devise innovative solutions to challenging problems. However, your sensitivity to criticism and tendency to internalize stress can sometimes hold you back from fully expressing your unique gifts. Learning to balance your idealism with practicality and self-care is a key part of your personal journey. Thank you. I don't know. Okay.
Oh my. Okay. So then it breaks it down. It's like different parts of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So your career path. I'm not reading the whole blurb above it, but I think that we should talk about like influential traits and like strengths and weaknesses.
There's one sentence. There's a couple sentences that I'll read from the blurb. You thrive in environments that offer opportunities for personal growth, creativity, and the chance to positively impact others' lives. Your natural empathy and insight might make you particularly well suited for roles in counseling, healthcare, education, or nonprofit organizations. However, your idealism can sometimes clash with the realities of the working world.
It says your ability to think outside the box and empathize with others makes you a valuable asset in many fields, particularly those requiring innovative problem solving or interpersonal skills. Your challenge lies in finding a career that not only aligns with your values, but also provides the flexibility and autonomy you crave, allowing you to make a meaningful impact while staying true to yourself.
That checks.
Influential traits.
Uh-huh.
Mine are perfectionism, ambition, motivation, and desire to lead.
I think we all have those. They're just the percentages.
Oh, never mind. Skip. Strengths.
You want me to? Okay. My strengths are listed as insightful problem solving. Should we read the blurbs or?
I think we should just list, and then we can talk about which ones.
Dedication to meaning, thoughtful communication, high ethical standards, creative perspective, and reliable follow-through.
Wow. Mine are insightful understanding, independent thinking, reflective approach, gentle persuasion, quiet determination, and authentic presence.
Quiet persuasion? Gentle persuasion?
Your empathetic communication helps you smoothly guide others towards consensus.
Oh, man. Okay. Weaknesses?
Oh. Struggle with pragmatism. Reacting personally to criticism. Reluctant to advocate. Difficulty networking. Overlooking organization. Drained by routine.
Why is this so accurate?
I don't know.
Okay, mine are sensitive to negative feedback, struggling to delegate, overlooking small wins, discomfort with self-promotion, avoiding routine tasks, and idealistic expectations. Can we be done with this?
You picked this one.
I know, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay.
You're so cute. She like found my foot and then just placed her head right on top of it.
What a nugget.
Yeah. So I think I'm a very organized person, but like I'm a organized, disorganized person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know where everything is and what's going on, but like it's everywhere to someone looking in.
It's disorganized to the outside person. It's organized to you.
Right. Because I know where everything is. I know what's going on. Like I know what's what.
Mm-hmm.
The self-promotion and networking, which I think we both share.
Yes.
No.
There was a question that's like, you will walk up to someone at a social event and start up a comment. Disagree. Furthest disagree that I could have possibly hit was like, absolutely not. No way in hell. Not a chance.
Okay.
Your personal growth.
Ooh. I didn't read this one. I'm feeling very called out. Sorry. I had to finish the thing.
There's like, okay, some of the questions, you plowed through them. You didn't think about them. You just clicked. I thought about them. There were some questions that were like, you make decisions based on fact rather than emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And I can go either way. Like, I'm a very factual person.
Same.
I need data, but I'm also a very emotional person, and I will often consider other people's feelings. What? Do I not?
No. She needs data, yes. But you need data for, like, the very initial thought process, and then everything else is based on emotion.
Correct. So that's why it's like those questions were hard for me. And this, your personal growth, it says like your growth path may lead you to explore various philosophies, spiritual practices, and creative pursuits as you seek to understand yourself and your place in the world. On one hand is true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do like philosophy, you know, theoretical questions and discussions and topics. But with those, I'm also like, okay, well, let's look at the facts.
No, 100%. And I definitely agree with that. For those questions, it was like the very smallest agree or disagree on either side.
Right.
And it was just whichever way like I leaned closer to in that moment as I was going through it. I don't know. I think you're never going to 100% capture your exact personality, because think about it, like the way you are changes day by day, how you're feeling, all of that.
Yeah.
So like I kind of take it all with a grain of salt, type of idea, but I feel like they kind of hit the nail on the head with this one a little bit.
Okay, tell us about yours.
For you, personal growth is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and authenticity. You're constantly seeking to understand yourself better and align your actions with your deeply held values. This process of introspection and self-improvement is both rewarding and challenging as you navigate the complexities of your rich emotional landscape. Your path to growth often involves learning to balance your idealism with practicality and developing resilience to face life's inevitable disappointments. While your empathy and imagination are great strengths, learning to set boundaries and develop practical skills can help you navigate the world more effectively. Embracing your unique perspective while also accepting your limitations is key to your personal development journey. Let's go to strengths and weaknesses.
Okay. My strengths are reflective self-awareness, inner courage, deep imagination, openness to new ideas, committed to improving, and intuitive trust.
Interesting. Mine are open to possibilities, intuitive self-awareness, sensitive conscious, deeply reflective, comfortable with complexity, and curious learner.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
makes sense.
Both of them are very accurate.
They are. Weaknesses?
Self-critical thoughts, avoidance of routine, hard to move past regrets, difficulty setting boundaries, hesitance to take action, sensitive to external opinions.
What was the second one?
Avoidance of routine.
I don't agree with that too much.
I am a very routine-oriented person, but a loose routine.
Right.
I can't do a strict routine.
Well, yeah, like you don't have things planned out minute to minute where if it goes off the rails, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my shit.
Right. And I think that's the way that I'm taking that is like, yes, I do the same shit over and over again, but like, I'm not a person that's like, okay, I have to be up at this time. I have to eat breakfast by this time. I have to do this. Like, I'm not that person. That makes me anxious. But like, I have things I have to do.
Right.
You know?
That makes sense.
You?
Self-doubt. Unrealistic personal standards, suppressing negative feelings, sensitive to imperfections, overextending yourself, and reluctant to seek support. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
It could be your reluctance to seek support.
You know what? Fuck off, dude. That's not nice.
I had to. It's right there.
It's not nice.
Oh my. Oh. Kinky.
Your relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't read it, so I'll just read it with you guys.
Go ahead.
In your relationships, you seek deep, authentic connections that go beyond surface level interactions. Your empathy and intuitive understanding of others makes you a valued friend and partner capable of offering profound insights and unwavering support. You have a gift for creating safe spaces where others feel comfortable sharing their true selves, and you drive great satisfaction from helping those close to you grow and flourish. However, your own need for privacy and tendency to keep your innermost thoughts and feelings hidden can sometimes create barriers in your relationships. You may struggle to open up fully, feeling vulnerable or misunderstanding. You may struggle to open up fully, feeling vulnerable or misunderstanding. Shouldn't it say misunderstood?
Yeah.
Okay. Finding a balance between your desire for deep connections and your need for independence and alone time is crucial for your relationship satisfaction. Learning to communicate your needs clearly and managing your idealistic expectations of others will help you build and maintain the meaningful, fulfilling relationships you crave. Move on. Yours?
In relationships, you seek deep, meaningful connections that honor your need for authenticity and personal growth. Your empathy and intuitive understanding of others makes you a compassionate friend and partner, capable of forming bonds that go beyond surface-level interactions. You have a gift for creating safe spaces where others feel understood and accepted. However, your idealistic nature can sometimes lead to challenges in relationships. You may struggle with conflict or become disappointed when others don't live up to your high expectations. Learning to communicate your needs effectively, set healthy boundaries, and accept others and yourself as imperfect beings is crucial for building lasting, fulfilling relationships. While you value close connection, you also need time alone to recharge and reconnect with yourself. Moving on.
Okay. Strengths.
Okay.
Deeply empathetic, loyal commitment, encouraging growth, attentive listening, gentle honesty, and ability to create intimacy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that says your inclination for meaningful conversation leads relationships towards deeper emotional connections.
Wow. I feel like that's all very accurate, though.
Thank you. I think so. I appreciate that.
Okay, mine are natural listener, highly compassionate, emotionally insightful, seeking meaningful bonds, respect for differences, and thoughtful gestures.
That all checks. That's yes to every single one. That all makes sense. Weaknesses. Reluctant to open up. Discomfort with casual interactions. Yes. Sensitive to perceived criticism. High relationship expectations, conflict avoidance, and neglecting your own needs.
We have some matching ones.
Okay.
Avoiding conflict. Neglecting your needs. Insecurity in new situations. Idealizing connections. Withdrawal under stress. Sensitive to rejection.
Yeah. We're feeling very called out.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, that's kind of the whole point. So let's start with the bad. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay. I'll tell you what I disagree with.
Okay.
On one of my weaknesses was reluctant to open up, which I don't think is entirely accurate.
Okay.
I do disagree.
Yes.
Why? So you agree with what you're disagreeing with me?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
You are someone who's a very private person. And I respect that about you. And if you've ever noticed throughout our entire friendship, I don't push for more information from you.
Mm-hmm.
I know you'll tell me when you're ready to tell me.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of that you won't eventually talk about things. It's a matter of getting to the point of wanting to talk about them is a journey.
So that's what I was going to say. It's not that I won't open up ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I will most likely not talk about something right away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more of like a process because I need to process my own emotions, thoughts, and feelings and be okay with a situation before talking about it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little shocked that that wasn't something of mine.
Okay.
Like, I it's so difficult when it comes to like talking about us because you're in a whole separate category than everybody else. In the sense of like, I tell you everything.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I'm like, oh, but I do that.
Right.
But I do that with you.
Well, that's why I was like, yeah, I feel like there was a point in our relationship where I didn't open up as much to you, but we, you know, that was one of our ebbs and flows and whatever, where we just didn't talk as much. And it was just not something that we were in the place of like, where I would just call you and like tell you everything. We're in that place now.
Yeah.
And so when I read that, I was kind of like, no, but I do tell her everything. You know, that's why I was like,
right.
Yeah, you know, but it does make sense though. Like you are also in a different category than everybody else.
Right.
So that does make sense.
So like, that's why like, it's so difficult to like compare these to like you because you don't count.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even, so going off of that, like even like opening up to you, that's something that's like relatively newer. Like I've told you a lot, but like I think more recently I'm like, okay. And like I just spill my guts out because I'm like, here you go.
Yeah. And I'm so appreciative of it.
But I don't know. I think it's interesting. You were definitely more reserved in terms of what you share, for sure though.
Interesting.
With everyone else, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't 100% agree with avoiding conflict. I think that I do it, and I know that I do it, but it's less a matter of avoiding conflict or avoiding a difficult conversation and more a matter of mentally preparing myself to have those conversations and making sure that I'm there.
Right.
Because I'm a very like I'm very understanding in the sense of like whatever you say, I'm not going to hold it against you because I can see where you're coming from. But I need to be at a point where like no matter what you say, I know that I'm going to be okay.
Right. I do agree with you. I do agree with you because you've talked me through that process before and like your thought process and everything. So I do agree that that is what you do.
Like, I'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm there, I'm there.
Right.
But getting there sometimes takes me a hot minute.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get that. Was there anything else you were surprised about?
For negatives, I'm just looking at in relationships at the moment. I mean, I feel like they all pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like, otherwise. Like, I definitely neglect my own needs at times to put other people before me. New situations do make me feel nervous and anxious. I definitely idealize connections at times. I withdraw under stress.
I'm surprised I didn't get that one.
Really?
Yeah. Because and I've said this so many times on the podcast and to you will power through no matter what. No matter your stress levels, no matter what you have on your plate, you will power through. I have a freaking mental breakdown when I'm stressed. I'll still get it done. Like when I have people over and there's too much commotion, I like mentally am just
checked out.
And like you can visibly see I'm like
uncomfortable,
crawling out of my skin. So I am a little surprised I didn't get that one.
Interesting. When I read it, like for me personally, like I feel like I feel everything very deeply. Like I'm a person that like the good, the bad, all of it. I feel it like in my bones, which is disgusting. And it can be very overwhelming. So when I'm having a hard time or I'm stressed or I'm in my own head, I disappear. Like as a person for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to work through whatever I got going on, and then I'll come back and like everything's fine. But like I know that I pull a Houdini for sure.
You do. Yes. Yes, you do. And it's okay.
I tell you about it after.
You do. But I also know.
Right.
Like, I know when you're checked out.
Yeah.
I know when you just need, like yesterday.
Yep.
She sent me one text and I was like, are you okay? One text. But it was off and I was like, something's not right.
I was just in my own head, and like it was just such a long couple of weeks that like it was the first time that I had like time to do nothing, and sitting there and like allowing myself to feel all the things was overwhelming. Yeah. And I was just like, I need to just sit in it for a minute. And that was it. Okay, let's continue up to more weaknesses. Let's talk about personal growth. We talked about the routine one for me personally. I'm definitely overly self-critical. But I do feel like I've gotten better at setting boundaries.
I think so.
I also don't feel like I read the sentence underneath and never mind.
Which one?
Hesitance to take action.
And what does it say?
Endless internal deliberation often delays practical steps towards your personal objectives. We just talked about this.
We just talked about this. That is 100% accurate.
Yeah.
I can't say that there are any weaknesses here that I disagree with. I definitely overextend myself for sure. There's like nothing. I don't know how to say no. You know this. We've talked about this. But I also can't relax.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like if I'm relaxing, I'm like, no, there's something that I need to be doing. And whether that's like going to run errands, cleaning the house, doing laundry, which I haven't really been doing laundry. Not that it's not done. My fiance does it because we're usually recording. But when I'm relaxed, I'm like not actually relaxed because there's the 1,000,001 things going on in my head of what I have to do. And and then I get up and I just go. Yeah. I just go. And he's like, can you relax? I'm like, no, I can't.
No. Yeah. I really understand. Like when my mom is always like, you know, you're just like laying there. I'm like, right. Like I am. But like, this is not me relaxing. This is me sitting here spiraling about all the things that I have to do that I'm not doing because I don't have the motivation to get up and do them. So I feel that. Yeah. Relaxing is not relaxing.
No.
It's stressful.
When someone asks you like to do, like for example, a few weeks ago, I think it was a Sunday and I had like nothing going on and I was like, I'm gonna relax. We can't do things like chores. We can't do laundry or clean on Sundays in my religion. So if we have nothing going on Sunday, this was just like the rare occasion that we had no plans and I was just like, I'm just going to relax. And then my mom called me and she was like, do you want to come get strawberries with me? It was at Delicious Orchards. And I was like, okay. And then, no, but she also wanted to visit my grandma's grave and like drop off flowers and everything. I'm like, how am I supposed to say no to that? You know? Like, not that I wanted to say no. Like, I don't want to say no. And I do want to relax. And there's just like this. And I was like, okay, I guess we're going. It was a good day though. And like, I never want to say no to my parents because I try to cherish that time with them while I can. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how this isn't like a topic in this test, but like fear of future, it was one of the questions. But I and just constantly terrified of the future. Like the anxiety of, especially after what we went through this week, like my heart was just like, and it's moments like that where I go to be like, no, I just wanted to kind of hang out today. And then I'm like, you idiot, that time is going to come and you're going to be like, why didn't I say yes? Like, why didn't I make those memories and spend that time? And it's just like not something that I can ever bring myself to say no to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't think about it.
It's hard.
Like I physically cannot think about it.
I can't not think about it. It's all I think about. It's literally all I think about. It consumes my thoughts.
If I am to let myself sit in that for more than maybe 30 seconds of acknowledging the fact that I am terrified, I won't be a functioning person.
Yeah.
So I just push it as far out of my mind as physically possible.
Yeah.
So I get it. I do. I understand.
And we were in Canada and my mom like starts telling me about her wishes. And I'm like,
I hate that. I hate that so much.
On one hand, I'm like, okay, tell me, because I want to make it what you want it to be, On the other hand, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about this. Thinking in your own head is one thing. Actually talking about it with your parents is a whole other beast.
I think that whole thing is like they always bring it up at the worst times.
The worst times.
Like if we were just sitting down and it was like, we just ate dinner and it was like, listen, this is something that I've been thinking about because, like you do have to make arrangements eventually. But this is what I was thinking. Like, I think I would be more okay, but it's always when you're like, your emotions are already high and they're like, by the way, when I die, and I'm like, stop it. Right. Don't even say that.
I know.
I will crawl in there with you. Fuck. What do you mean?
No, literally. I've said it like my whole life. When my mom goes, I'm going. I will cease to exist. My dad too. But we're us women, we're closer with our moms.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know why we're talking.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Moving on. All right, let's talk about green, like our strengths.
Okay. I a little bit agree with openness to new ideas. Not that I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to like form my thoughts into words. I don't like change when something's already happening. Like if there's a plan and it's like, hey, let's change that. Can't do it.
You are go with the flow until there is a plan established. And
Correct.
Once the plan is established, if you deviate from the plan, it bothers you.
Yes.
But if there's no plan, you're okay with that.
Correct. For example, when my fiance got his new job and we had talked about moving up there closer because he has like an hour and a half commute one way, I was excited. I was like a little nervous, but then, we went to look and we were looking at we were really thinking about this and I got excited. Something new, something different. I was open to it. And like that type of an idea made me excited. Like I'm open to that type of stuff.
Right.
And then we obviously ended up not, which also was okay. I didn't spiral because the plan changed.
Right.
But there wasn't really a plan. It was just something that we, explored. But yeah, plans, like set in stone plans that change, I spiral. But I guess I don't. It says your curiosity and enthusiasm for deep theoretical concepts enrich your growth and worldview. So I think it actually meant new ideas, like actual discussion topics. Yeah. So never mind to all of that. Sorry. Oh, here's one I disagree with. Sorry.
No.
Inner courage. You bravely face difficult truths within yourself, improving self-understanding and fostering authenticity.
I think that's accurate.
No, not a chance.
No, hear me out. Okay, listen, I'm not saying that you're the person that, like, if the house is burning down, you're running back inside.
I would do that, though.
For Ginger,
For
yes.
Ginger, absolutely. Yeah.
But I'm talking about just in general. There was like other people that you didn't know in the house. You running in?
I still would, yeah. I would. I'm sorry. I've thought about it.
Okay, but thinking about it and actually doing it are two very different things.
I don't know that I would be able to live with myself if I didn't.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I've thought about it that hard.
I think about this shit all the time.
Wait, so back to my point. Sorry, we lost the plot there for a second. No, but I do think that you are constantly challenging yourself and pushing yourself to do better. So in order to do any of that, you need to acknowledge and accept the things that you don't think are 100% yet.
I guess that's true.
So I feel like, well, it may not feel like it. I feel like you're very hard on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But you're hard on yourself because you're constantly pushing. And that takes courage, because there are people who are like, there's nothing wrong with me.
There's a lot wrong with me.
My point.
Okay, I can
understand.
Mean? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like, for me, I feel like they're all pretty accurate. Like, I'm not looking at any of them going, nah, that's not me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I'm definitely a listener. Especially with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it comes to us, I don't shut the fuck up. But with like other people, I listen more so than I speak. I feel like I'm compassionate. I am emotionally insightful. I definitely read beyond what is said.
Yeah. Yeah, you think?
All right. I appreciate meaningful like bonds, and I respect people's differences, and I feel like I give thoughtful gestures.
You do. Yeah.
I don't think any of them are like
mm-hmm.
I
think they're pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Any under career path that you disagree with or
that was in relationships.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in your personal growth.
Okay, personal growth. I think comfortable with complexity. It says you feel energized, not overwhelmed, when reflecting on philosophical or ethical questions. I think I get very overwhelmed very easily. But I don't know. But we can go to the other one. Independent thinking, yeah, reflective approach. I'm constantly, going back and forth with myself. I try to understand I think gentle persuasion is one that's like meh. You?
Well, I don't think there's anything that I disagree with here.
All right. So what made you feel the most called out?
Everything called me out. I'll be honest.
Like, which section do you feel like you were like, damn?
My 96% turbulent. That really called me out. 81% judging. You're likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity. I'm not as decisive as it thinks that I am.
Okay.
I'm very indecisive.
Mm-hmm. Where I feel like I'm more decisive than it thinks that I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel that. I think what made me feel the most called out was the relationships one. Like, it was very...
What about it specifically?
Like, it was just very spot on in terms of the ways that I show up, and also I think my weaknesses in general, I just felt very
called out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay,
mm-hmm.
Why do you know this much about me?
Because you answered the questions.
I know, but like all of that from like a couple of questions.
Yeah, it was a good test. This was fun, actually.
I did enjoy it. I think that. Oh wait, hold on.
Waiting.
Oh. So it explains the different personality types. So there's one that falls under analysts, which are intuitive and thinking personality types known for their rationality, impartiality, and intellectual excellence. We don't fall under that category. There's the Sentinels, which are observant and judging personality types, known for their practicality and focus on order, security, and stability. Explorers, who are observant and prospecting, known for their spontaneity, ingenuity, and flexibility. And then there's us, which are diplomats, which are intuitive and feeling personality types, known for their empathy, diplomatic skills, and passionate idealism.
I feel like that checks.
Yeah.
Although I'm a little surprised that I didn't fall under Sentinels.
Really?
Known for their practicality and focus on order, security, and stability. I do well with like order and structure, and I don't know. That's interesting though.
I'm a little shocked I didn't fall under analysts.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Like, I'm looking through them. Which one do you feel like reading through? Do you feel most connected to? If you just click the personality types, it'll bring you to this page, or like one of them, and it'll show you like all the different. Here.
So the under the analysts one was something that I don't know which one it was, but it was one that I kind of pulled towards. I was like, okay, that might make sense. And then you scroll down to diplomats, and I read advocate, which is the one that it gave me. And I was like, wait, no, that makes so much more sense.
Really?
Yeah.
So you agree with what they gave you?
For the most part.
Huh.
I don't know. I think it pulled me more as emotional than analytical.
It definitely pulled me more emotional than analytical as well.
Which is a little surprising to me.
Same. Like, I think personally, like, under analysts, I feel like I fall under commander. The explanation is bold, imaginative, strong-willed leaders, always finding a way or making one.
That makes sense. Yeah. If I was under analytical, I think I was pulled more towards imaginative and strategic thinkers, or architect. Wait.
Architect?
No, I'm sorry. Debater. Smart and curious thinkers who cannot resist an intellectual challenge.
I also agree with that.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that I didn't get that one, but I think my answers to the questions were more, I care about people's feelings.
Agreed.
Than I did about the facts.
Yes.
But I think in real life, I do care about people's feelings, of course. But the smart and curious thinkers who cannot resist an intellectual challenge, the debater, I will sit there and
yeah.
That just.
But like we said before, there's never going to be a thing that captures every part of your personality. And I think that it did a pretty overall good job at like picking the ones that definitely sat with us a lot.
Right.
I don't know. I just think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a good one. I liked this.
I thought it was fun.
This was fun. Yeah.
So you guys should go check out your personality test and let us know what you are. Are you an INFJ, an INFP, an ENFJ, an ENFP, an ESFJ? I don't know. All the different letters. Tell us which letters you are. Okay, what is your personality type? We want to know. In order to do that, you can message us on Instagram at Chat MBTea. You can send us an email, chatmbtea@gmail.com. You can send us a text. So if you go on our website, you click on an episode, there's a little link. It says send us a text. They are anonymous. One more time, I repeat, anonymous. Meaning, we don't know who you are. That's okay. If that's what you prefer, send us a text. Anonymous. If you want to watch instead of listen, you can check us out on YouTube at Chat MBT. And yeah, please just someone say something.
And literally anything. We'll take anything. Just hi.
We just want to know what you want to keep hearing, what you want to see more of, what type of episodes do you like? are you having more fun when we do games, when we do stuff like this, like online quizzes, talking about deep topics, or, just being a little chaotic? Which one is it? Tell me, please. So, moving on. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you back next time. So, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.